Hi, this is Shane with The Rational Trader. This is the tutorial on starting up the system and getting going for the day when you want to trade that day. Let's review the system here to help put everything in context. Right. So we've got Sierra Chart, which will be running, and we've got the machine learning server. It's all talking to each other. The key thing now is that in order to actually place trades, we're going to be communicating out to the broker. So that's this broker triangle out here with the broker system circle. This is the broker computers. We're going to send orders to them. They're then going to send orders to the exchange. All right. All this happens all very quickly. But this is the difference now is that when we start the system and we want to actually place trades, we have to enable the communication to occur between Sierra Chart and the broker. All right. So to do that, as you get started in the morning, you're going to go to your machine learning folder that you installed earlier, and you're going to find the executable for the server, and you're just going to double click on it. All right, and then it will start up. Once it's started up, it's going to look like this, starting server on port 8080. Okay, and that's ready to go. And then you're going to start Sierra Chart, however you happen to do that. If you have Sierra Chart via your broker, then you'll log into your broker systems and it'll start it for you. If you have Sierra Chart directly, then you'll just you'll double click on the Sierra Chart icon. This is the system now. Sierra Chart is up. Okay, and what we have to do now is we have to tell it that yes, I want to auto trade. So let's check a couple things first to make sure that it's set correctly. And then we need to go through a little checklist to make sure that you've got everything set up correctly. All right. Let's go into studies. All right. And the first thing we want to do is look at TRT ML Predict and make sure that the time ranges are set for what you want. Okay. Now, I don't change this very often, but you may, I wouldn't expect you to change it very often either, but nonetheless, let's make sure this is correct. That says I will start trading at 6:35 in the morning Pacific time. This is the time zone that is on the chart. Okay, and then stop at 9 o'clock. All right, so this was covered in installation, but the format is hour, minute, second. All right, and then a dash, and then hour, minute, second again. All right, you can put in blocks of time, different blocks of ranges. So a lot of people like to honor the blackout if there's news. So they'll stop at 6:55 before the news comes out at 7, and then they want to start up again at 7:05. So yours would look something like this. So put a comma in. That's what this was right here, comma. And then put in, 7:05:00. All right, and then I want to stop at 9:09:00:00. Okay, so that's what that would look like. I wouldn't expect that to be changing a lot, but if you're going to change it, now's the time to do it before you start trading. Okay, for me, I'd like to put that back to what I normally use. So tomorrow, when I'm ready to trade, I'm ready to go. Okay. In the spreadsheet study, and this is the bottom one, NQ TRT ML Predict Auto Trade. You need to make sure that send orders to trade service is set to yes. If you want to send an order to the broker, this has to be yes. Okay. It defaults to no on installation, and you may have changed it to no if you were doing testing of some kind. So just make sure it's set to yes in order to actually trade. Okay, and that's it. That's done. The other thing that you have to do now is make sure that trade simulation mode is not checked. There should not be a check mark here, just like you see. If there is a check mark, then you're going to only simulate. Nothing will leave the Sierra Chart, the Sierra Chart software world here on your computer. Okay, so trade simulation mode is not checked. And then down here, there are two menu items to look at. One is auto trading enabled for the chart. Okay, that needs a check mark next to it. And the other is auto trading enabled global. That means for the whole system, it has to be checked. It will not be checked on startup because we told it always disable auto trading on startup. So every day you're going to have to go in here and tell it, okay, I'm ready to auto trade, click that. And so what you'll see now is it has a check mark next to it. So at this point, for me, with the setup you just saw, at 6:35 in the morning, Sierra Chart will start placing trades with the broker. Okay? Trade simulation mode is not checked. Whoops, trade simulation mode is not checked. Auto trading global, auto trading for the chart. And then in the spreadsheet study, send orders to trade service is yes. Here is a startup checklist. All right, start the server. Then in Sierra Chart, make sure trade simulation mode is unchecked. The chart trading enabled is checked. Global trading enabled is checked. And then make sure that you're in your spreadsheet study itself, send orders to trade service is yes. And that's it, you're ready to go. It'll start trading when you enter that time range as it receives signals from the server.